All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise.
Are we gonna make a ship to
Me
go
and my dad
to...
designed it together. Where other vessels
what's
rely
their
on the
name?
fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines.
Waloed?
And those things have got more push than a behemoth in
Probably.
a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is that...
Wait. Oh, wait. Daughter of Sid. Right, we learned from a side quest that he had a daughter. Forgot about that.
Anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to. The engine plating's basically just a very efficient conductor. Create a thermal gradient across it and the heat radiates outwards, which... You know what, just show the plans to Blackthorn.
I don't understand what she's talking about. It's the fastest way. This way.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in. Why would anyone want to see
I have
that?
done it, Sid. I have learned all the letters, every one.
It hasn't been. I went up to give some greens to the top.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Hell with it.
He always looks
for me.
pissed.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Krieger's teats. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though. And I'll need help. Get Gavin-Otto in here, will you?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Velcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with. You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is
muted.
going with you?
Oops. Who will go with me? I don't know.
Oh, it's not like it's the most important decision you've ever had to make.
Let's make sure there's no other side quest real quick. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Who wants to go?
Who you take to the desert. I mean, Gav's good in a fight, but you don't have my winning personality.
Ah, don't listen to him. You'll be in the lowest of low company with either of us.
I feel like we've never seen Otto fight, you know?
You going after the Stardust? Which one of these two lucky souls?
We'll go with Otto. I know Gav can fight and take care of himself and probably help us more. But I want to see Otto in action.
Otto, you're with me.
Because Gav helped us in
Right.
Rosaria. Or Rosalith.
Where do we find this Stardust, and how will we know it when we see it?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
And I'm guessing you'll be needing sack loads of the stuff. Might be worth our importers at the Dalimil Inn. I'll head down there. See about finding us a wagon.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
You two take care, eh? I'll go and see the supplier.
Just don't let the bastard fleece you, eh?
Ah, he wouldn't do that. He's Blackthorn's mate. Isn't he?
Best of luck.
I'll head down to Dalimil, see about hiring us a wagon. Wait for me by the river.
Don't you worry about me. I can smell a swindle from half the twins away.
All right. Oh, what's my setup right now? There we go. Where is it? Where's increases ability gained by fighting common enemies? We have so much stuff. Oh.
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Otto?
Oh, I was like, where is Otto? I thought he'd be with us. He's there already.
You deserve a rest. Otto, sorry I'm late.
Oh, Clive. I had a quick scout about. And I reckon this area's our best bet. Seems Blackthorn's the only one who thinks smithing with his stardust stuff's a good idea. It's just lying here, waiting for any old fool to fill his boots.
But unlike any old fool, you thought to bring a wagon.
Well spotted. Now get filling.
Faster! Be safe.
Why did we have to go to do this? There's no enemies or anything. It's easy.
So this is stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
It wouldn't be up here, would it? Probably not. Where's the last one? There you are.
That should be enough for now. Let's see how Otto's getting on.
How much did you get?
5.
Enough. I hope.
Clive's always assuming he gets the appropriate
More than
amount.
me. Put it all together and I can't see Blackthorn complaining. Much. Here, Clive. Do you fancy a walk?
New game plus. I'm gonna take Gav and see how the interaction's different.
Sid would be proud.
Of what?
Of you, you idiot. The way you've carried on what he started. When we first met, I had you down as a spoilt little puppy who enjoyed nothing more than biting the hand that fed you. But 5 years on, you're the one doing the feeding. So thanks for proving me wrong.
You weren't wrong. But I changed. Thanks to Sid. And thanks to you. When I suggested taking on his name, you were the first to back me. And if you hadn't, no one else would have. I couldn't have done any of this without you, Otto.
Yo, give over. You're making me blush. All I did was choose hope over despair. I gave you a chance, yes, but you're the one who took it. You took a rabble of homeless, hopeless outcasts and put them back on their feet. Gave them something worth fighting for, just like the old Sid did. About time I was heading back, I reckon. All this scrabbling about in the sand's taken its toll on the old pins.
I'll see you back at the hideaway then. You can take a well-earned rest when you get there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. But I'll make sure Blackthorn gets his precious black sand before I put my feet up. He'll only moan otherwise.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
Bark.
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
We really didn't need to do that. We only did that so we could have a talk with Otto. But realistically, Otto could have done that himself.
About Kupka. Hopefully all our old friends can rest easy now. How'd you lot get on? I brought back all that stuff Blackthorn asked for.
There you are. Blackthorn's got his precious stardust, in case you were wondering.
Blackthorn, got everything you need.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
Nice to get out and about for once. Let's do it again sometime, eh?
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Easiest quest in the game. Travel to the desert, pick up sand.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
I went up to give some greens to the clock.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
I feel like it's gonna take a while for the boat to be fixed, to be done. So, I wonder what's gonna happen next in this game.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn
Oh wait, we need to go
started
to
work on the plating.
Sid's grave. Right.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So,
Oh, you
What's
need to get
next?
another part.
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
salvage from the ruins. I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
Talk to her back there. You know, thingy. She'll tell you exactly which bits of which ruin we need. You just...
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine.
We still don't
in
know her
which
name.
Mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
We fought Atlas, the S rank boss. We'll be fine.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
Oh yeah, these guys are planning an attack. I forgot about that. Excuse me, guys. I won't be partaking in that. Any actions and deaths don't associate with me.
If you're ready, we leave.
I go up here. No. I go through here. No. I go up here. Yeah, okay. We might run into some black shields.
Good girl.
Two kill. Two kill? Excuse me. Let's go, Ambrosia.
Time to fight.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back.
She said creature singular? So we're gonna go with that. And scholar spectacles.
Anybody home?
There's a chest right there on my left. Oh, it's this thing.
This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Get him! this one.
We're too good.
Too high level.
That's easy.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised? You earned this. Come again. I may have more for you.
Think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prism for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Right away.
Just do this themselves. I just have to go walk around, do everything on my own.
Harpocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive, always.
Well, actually, it's for Mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution. Or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls
That was
with
my
it
fake
in order
name.
to guard against dragonfire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelus might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
The two baddies.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
Shielding that guards against even the most ferocious flames. I could have done with some of that on Drustinus.
I doubt I would have survived that place with or without it. A trip to Northreach, though, I think either of us could handle.
So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
I gotta save. I would go Jill, but I wouldn't go Tarja.
Take your time.
No, Jill can handle herself.
So, Clive, who will...
She's a dominant.
All right. So, what are we fetching?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
Garlic.
What if that
Shells.
what if that affects my
Are you
relationship
sure
with
this
Jill?
is the right list? Looks like the ingredients for someone's supper.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Well, isn't that convenient? I was hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime soon. Need to speak to an old acquaintance. I'll meet you there.
All right. Stay safe.
See you later, Clive.
Good luck with your research.
I'm sorry.
Hippocrates and I'll look after things here. You head over to Northreach.
I'm just selecting characters that we haven't like been able to go out do stuff with, you know?
Where's Taya?
There's talk that the glass gate flooded.
Welcome. And a fine day to you.
Nice and chilled.
Need to stock up on these.
Spoiling another catch.
There you are, Taya.
Ah, and there you are. We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a place like this. But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should split up. Take a few items each.
All right. What shall I look for?
Let's see now. Why don't you take the garlic and the pepio nuts? Meet me by the gate when you've got them. Don't tell me you've forgotten what you're looking for already. Garlic and pepio nuts.
Pepio nuts. You can take these nuts.
What do you want? Go on, take it.
How the hell is anyone supposed to afford that price?
Oh. Stick drift.
What can I interest you in today? I hope it's to your liking.
That should do it. Hopefully Taya's finished too.
Anyone ever wants
Fresh cuts! Come and get them up! You'll not find a bruised pippin in them.
Well, did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Pepio nuts.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Job done. We should get this back to Tomes then. He'll be waiting. But we're not in too much of a rush, are we? Quick chat.
Should have stayed before too to hear what Gav was gonna say.
Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
True, that's why I picked you.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire. No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course. Thank you, Taya.
For what?
For everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do, it's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us.
Aww. That was bang. What's happening now?
Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tomes so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right. And thanks again.
I heard you the first time.
Now we reload. I think this one. No, we didn't save like getting the 2 other pieces, unfortunately. Although this is the autosave. Trying to see if we can do the Gav one. Let's see. Traveling here. I'm gonna guess this one.
There's talk that the glass gate.
Oh wow, it saved like just buying. Okay, trying to think then. It would probably be, so it's not this one. This one's probably the hideout. The hideout again. Well, this is my player save. So this has to be Jill. So we'll go like here. Whoa! Hello. Why are we in a fight? It's possible we can't do Gav anymore, unfortunately. Yep. I would have to like redo the fight, getting other pieces.
Clive, have you made? Who will?
Jill.
Very well. So then, what do we need to find?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts. Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very edible. I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, so much so in fact now, of course.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now. Join me there when you're ready.
I will. Until then.
Northreach has a lot of men that just try hitting on you.
You two enjoy yourselves.
You too, Talia.
Good luck in Northreach. Try not to get too distracted from the task at hand.
Well, me and Jill would never get distracted. I don't know what you're talking about.
No. Where's Jill?
Keep them pilchers nice and chilled. I won't abuse.
Are those Pepio nuts?
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
All right. What am I looking for?
How about you look for the Pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need. We can meet by the gate when we're finished.
So it makes a save doing that, and then it's gonna make a save again.
Much, but you're free
Buying
to
this.
look. You're always welcome here in Lostwing.
This also just goes by a lot faster than getting the sand.
Boy, don't touch anything, and
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Well, actually, the sand.
Did you find everything?
The sand was before
I did.
we fought that
Yeah.
thing, right? That was the first thing we did. So maybe I do have a save at that spot.
Garlic and Pepio nuts. Perfect. Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool. But before we head back, would you walk with me a while?
Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember? Walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells.
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would. Thank you.
And I saw some bread. Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just... oh.
You all right?
Sorry. It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you. Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
What?
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive. Well, I suppose we better be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
Let's see if we can do Gav. It's not here. I don't think so. I think they got rid of it completely. If I knew the time zone. Nope. Rip.
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled. I won't have you.
Oi, don't touch anything. Go on, take it.
How the hell is anyone supposed to afford that price?
I want to do this with Taria anyways.
Good day.
That should do it. Hopefully Talia's finished too.
Come and get them before they're gone. Up! You'll not find a bruised pippin in the...
Well, did you...
I did.
Just now we got skip.
Garlic and pepio. We should get this back to Tomes. But...
Active time lore. Sorry, Gav. Oh, wow. Stick drift. on my left stick now too.
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
Ah, better late than never. We're ready to begin whenever you are.
Welcome home. He had a successful trip.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course.
Oh, and Clive. It was good to talk. We should do it again sometime.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates.
Let's complete.
Well, I better go and give Mid the good news then.
How good it is to see you, Clive. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. You wish to study the tomes?
The free cities of Canver. Southeast of Dalmatian Republic.
Did you learn everything you needed?
How did my audio disappear? I didn't even do anything. How did I fix this before? Thought I turned it off. I turned it on. Maybe turn on and off Delgado. There we go.
Hasn't been
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat, a coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
The Black Hammer. Oh.
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
I'm glad it wasn't. Clive, can you go get these pieces for me now? And bring them to the deck?
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
You want to visit Sid now?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
It's
Right.
just begun, Clive.
There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Mid told me
Side quest from the reading
he was
table.
building a ship.
Really? Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
crack the crystal too.
Oh, wow.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
I feel like this is like the last thing before like something really big happens, you know what I mean? Like we're prepping to go to Waloed.
You seem well enough when I last
And
saw
I
him.
feel like it's gonna be Waloed and then Endgame. I don't know if it'll be like back to back or like we'll get like some breathing room. I don't know, but
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
thought you were putting your arm in a sling.
Do you have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, and you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, he's got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well, Karen showed me something.
Again?
That was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that.
So that's what's troubling you?
No. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah?
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome, and we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that, but I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword. I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgal?
What?
So you can read. Congratulations. I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at him. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working
What
too
did she
hard, have
say?
you?
No harder than usual.
Her English is terrible.
Boy. Do you need a rest?
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean?
You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want? Out with it.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh. And he's a touch eccentric, if you take my meaning.
I appreciate the warning.
Let's activate this quest first. Just in case he wants us to talk to more people before we talk to tombs. So this is called the thing we're like built our base upon is like the Leviathan something. So is there no Leviathan dominant? in this game.
Well.
Wow.
Here, Sid. Reckon you might be just the man to help me out of...
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic the chief's got me make. Lovely bit of kit, it is. Problem is, it won't always get rid of all the impurity, which is why I've been looking for something to filter the liquid we'll be cooking off.
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too.
Proper job!
So what exactly do you need for this filter?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do. Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the university stores. You pour the blackest blight water through it, and it comes out clear as a mountain stream. So, I did a bit of reading about where I might be able to get hold of some.
Gonna use the bathroom.
And do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king. They leave them behind when they die, see?
I take it that's where I come in.
If you wouldn't mind. I saw a billet on the hunt board for one just the other day. Would have gone myself, but, well, fighting dirty great balls of flame ain't exactly my forte. You, on the other hand...
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you kindly. And a good hunting, eh?
Yo, I'm back.
Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgal. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite, which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain,
he needs new bones to eat.
It may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida.
Even so, it seems like a good place to start.
Good hunting, Clive.
Oh, I'm never drinking again. Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
That's why
Yeah,
I'm
I didn't
here.
read it.
Shh. Otto might be listening.
Is this better?
A little. Listen. I've some bad news. It turns out the hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders, and it's maybe my fault. But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. 0, you might say. I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's going to take some time. I'm going to need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
There you are!
Oh,
What a surprise!
Clive has like a smaller sword
So let me get this straight.
on the left leg.
You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. And I will dig you out.
Clive never uses that other sword that he's holding.
The man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5 million. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Those ledgers were my responsibility.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough after the king's ransom we had off him. He deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're going to make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth
Rocks.
1,000 talents apiece, these are. A little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe and all.
I know. Which...
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Yeah, no.
Do you think so?
No, I don't.
Oh, you're fucked, buddy. Get your ass fired. And we got bounties too. Oh, bomb sightings. That's what we're talking to him for. Huh? And a bounty. The croc. Some brick. And for Bomb King Kupo, I have a bullet that might interest you. Oh, I took a picture of that already.
Mid told me she was building.
I didn't. Unable to track more quest. That's crazy.
Ship.
Really?
Because I thought we had to talk to people here. Oh, was the one we just activated? Oh. Okay, yeah, we don't need the Bomb King to be marked. Oh, Martha and Isabel, they're not on the ship.
Clive! I'm sorry to drag you into this, Master Clive. It's just I couldn't think who else to ask, and... Quick look. Always something.
Can't teleport me, bro? Where's this fight? I want to do the fight first. If it's near anywhere, at least. Sandbrook. The Croc. Where is the Croc in Sandbrook? The Croc. Hello. Sandbrook. Where's the Croc? Oh. Still blocked off area in Sandbrook. Where's the Croc? I'm not crazy, am I? Google. Try not to use Google, but oh, we haven't been there. That's why. Okay. Good to know, good to know.
There's talk at the glass gate.
You remember me, dude?
Citizens are free to come and go as they please. Checkpoint's open to all.
I used to be a
Fun it'll
Brandon.
on Northridge, though. When the throne moved south, most with any sense followed.
Did you hear? The gates to heaven. I want to see you again tonight. But the captain's late with our pay.
It's all right. I'll be waiting.
Oh, gay man.
Time was there were great coin sacks swinging from every belt in town.
Seeing as business is scarce these days, the Dame decided we should all learn to read. I only wish she had some smaller books. Without Sweetwater and Olive Town.
Still no caravan from the Dominion's puffy.
Hello, Isabel.
My lady.
Remember me?
I come bearing gifts.
Gifts? Whatever is the occasion. Oh my. Clive, you really have outdone
She
yourself.
really didn't age in the last 5
Otto asked me
years.
to give it to you. To settle the Hideaway's debt with the Veil. And to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the Hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it? Very well. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
I did not know this.
Long ago, yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
Been 5 years and
How
you never
could
knew.
you have? I doubt anyone did, besides Sid. I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that.
Give my regards to Otto, and tell him I do so miss his visits.
No, not like that, not like that. So, we have not explored over here. That's
Let's
where the
go.
bounty is.
Faster!
Imperial Chase. There's the croc. It's that way, but I'm curious what this place is.
No need to ride from here.
Heaven Hall. Just an abandoned house? Just want to check on my abilities. Okay, yeah, we still have the setup. It's supposedly only one enemy. Might be more than one though.
Straight home now.
Bomb King.
Look what we have here. Greetings, Your Majesty.
Ow. Wait, it doesn't even have a stagger meter. Ow. Okay. A lot of explosions are happening. I tried blocking that. Ah. I always struggle against the monsters more than like a human or the fallen, because it's like body proportions and stuff. It's harder to read like when they're gonna attack you.
Your reign is over. Now to collect the ash. This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more. That should do it. People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
They're saying Drake's fang is gone.
Back again, are you?
Mother Crystal,
Any
gone.
more trouble and you'll be barred for
What are we gonna
life.
do?
Torgal, you're not allowed in here.
Welcome. If you're hoping for a bed, I'm afraid you'll have to look elsewhere.
My reputation will be ruined. Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed.
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
Why were you doing this? Kind of forgot.
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen? Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went?
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamal is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck.
It's a wonder the Republic tolerates the existence of the bandit's bed. You would have thought a few dozen good men might put an end to the problem.
Fly, Ambrosia.
The things about him got stolen. He got stolen from robbers. Very well. I got this. It's bandits plural. One bigger man.
We've got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off!
Easy clap.
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Dalamil.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name.
You went by
indeed.
Wyvern.
Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right. Speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such perfection each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards, the very stone of which I spoke, far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself, and a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
Hopefully we get a better weapon through this,
my
right?
lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel.
Are there many other collectors out there?
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield.
I think I went by Wyvern.
Perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern.
Can be a
may
bit
our
annoying
paths
every
cross
now and then.
again. Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
How does it feel that he said he would sell you for a good sword?
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern.
You don't need to call me master.
Coming, my lordship.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
The last side quest. For now. Wait, we got two things we need to do? What's this? A bone to pick. Oh, right. For Torgal. Hello, Martha.
Clive, we weren't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting to be here, but it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help with our rebuilding efforts. And though I doubt it's what you were expecting, we were hoping you'd take this as payment.
A star ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it?
Something like that.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you too. And don't we all? That, and you keep good company.
I suppose I do. Go will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
He's about to get his ass whooped by Lady Karen.
Ready, girl? Fly, Ambrosia.
Fly Ambrosia. Oh, not this way. Hello. Oh, shit. Not trying to fight. Not trying to fight. Don't mind me flying away. Back off.
Go, Torgal!
Torgal's got it.
Sick 'em!
Normally I would be fighting to, like, you know, for the grind.
No holding back.
But I think we're like an appropriate level right now.
It's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place.
Yeah, no, I like my setup actually.
I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal?
I thought it was gonna be like one gigantic antelope. Range?
Now, will it be enough, I wonder?
You like it, Torgal? You like it?
I say that answers my question. Which means we owe the lawsman our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy. You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
Let me whoop this monster's butt real quick. Oh, I thought it was gonna lunge at me.
Get him!
Just not worth it fighting those things anymore. We'll start with the left, work our way in.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
The Enterprise will have 4 mithril engines,
each needing its own.
She was building a ship.
Hello,
Is
Gav.
that you done then?
Where are you
It's
planning?
not roped you into building the rest of the board, has she?
It's alive.
Still alive, I see. So Lady Karen accepted the ruby.
Oh, about that. I tried my best, but she was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Oh, wonderful. I hope you have better luck than I did.
I think Mid might need some help tidying up.
Where did Mid go? Did she go back to school?
All right there, Sid? How's that hunt for the bomb ash going?
I have it here.
That's the stuff. You're a gent, Sid. Right then.
Active time lore? Like, why would there be active time lore on this side quest?
There we have it.
Ooh.
The Telemon Alembic. And it works just like the chief said it would.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of which, I still haven't returned the favor.
There's no need.
Don't be silly. Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in. Reckon I could work some magic on that.
More slots?
What kind of magic?
More inventory slots?
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Alembic that I reckon will make even the toughest leather supple as anything. But we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. But I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen it up enough for you to squeeze in a bottle or two more.
Well, it can't hurt to try, I suppose.
That's the spirit. Leave it with me. I'll only be a mo.
Let's go. I just now need, like, the accessory slots, you know? I wish we could gain more, like, in 7 Remake. Like how you could get more from materia, at least.
What do you reckon?
It certainly feels more flexible.
Right? Told you.
Thank you. I think.
No.
I think.
Thanks for supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavors. Without you, we'd never. And I'm telling you, there's plenty more where that came from.
With science. Necessary for increasing consumable inventory capacity. Inventory increased. How much more can I hold? Potion 6, high potions 4. Okay. Not too bad, not too bad. Very nice change. Who's this guy?
Ivan's newest dish
Oh, that
is a
thing.
masterpiece.
Really?
Once you get over the urge to gag, that is.
Oh.
Lady Karen.
Wonder what we'll talk to her
Joe
about
tells me
first.
you weren't happy with our offer.
Oh.
Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What, I don't recall lending any of you lot me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the Hideaway's coffers, but those were donations.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you? Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not. Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask... Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
Who?
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones.
Yeah, this guy we really need fired. Otto, we need to fire this man.
I wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Oh,
last month?
So you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square.
Right away.
I've seen that before.
You have, yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy sod couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died? 20 summers, give or take. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to... I forget where. And having nothing better to do on the long nights, we set up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that, on account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day, and there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family were the ones who summoned the constable, wanted the monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him, forget what I felt, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth.
So sad. Ooh, we get a flashback.
He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me, just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
That was a sad side quest. I like it though. Meaningful side quest.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back. You earned this. All done?
Ned told me she was building a ship.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
You could say that.
We found a bone that's more appropriate for him.
So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after, I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
I'm leaving one with you. We're giving her 5.
You can, eh? I'm nice like that. In return, you can thank Tomes for me. The bloody know-it-all.
I was just on my way to see him.
I was?
Sorry for the wait, but hopefully you'll agree it was worth it.
You learned something about that sword then?
I did better than that.
Here's Whetstone.
A whetstone? Yes. But not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. But good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine, now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing, for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valisthean steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy, nah. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be delighted. Just don't push yourself too
You
hard.
can make that many swords with
Don't
that
you worry
small
about me,
rock?
sunshine. I've been working day and night since I was half your age. Hey, thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one. August too. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
He'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it. You come and find me when you've got the materials.
All right? I will.
Hopefully I do. Probably not, though, like how it worked last time we did this. Excalibur?
Back, are ya? What do you want?
We got enough.
No scratches, right?
No way you can reinforce this, right? Nope. Okay. Excalibur is mine.
Anything else?
Sheesh.
Ah, Clive. Were you able to locate your quarry?
We were indeed, Lawsman.
Very good, very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way.
Ah. But that reminds me. After your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's talents. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought, but one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone, and while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Cid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and plenty, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh, he's more than an ally. He's a friend.
I guess a good way to figure out if we're close to the end of the game is seeing how leveled up or how close that bond is to being maxed out with Torgal. So like, see, it's not full yet. I would assume it would be full before like the ending. Change image. Oh. So we're like 3/4 of the game done.